Hello and welcome to the first assignment walkthrough video for your SLS1101 class. This video is focused on your first module assignment, M1A1, the semester calendar. But before we have a look at the assignment, let's have a look at what comes before the completion of the assignment. On the left-hand side of the screen, I have your Module 1 overview, as well as two folders. The study activities is where you go to complete all of your homework, and the assessments is where you go to submit your assignment as a reflection of the knowledge gained through the information on the study activities folder. So before we go there, on the right hand side of the screen, I do have the assessments folder pulled up, but don't go right to your assessments folder. Start off by going to your Module 1 study activities. That's the information you'll want to gain before attempting your first assignment, as well as your second and third assignment, and so on as well. Your modules are broken into three parts, and all of the corresponding study activities are referenced above. So you'll want to go to the part that you're currently starting in. Because this is our first assignment, we're going to go into part 1, which contains study activities 1, 2, and 3, which will help prepare us for our first assignment, M1A1, which is the focus of this video. So let's have a look at what the study activities look like. There are three study activities. Module 1, Study Activity 1 is titled Passion. It is an open educational resource, so this takes the place of your textbook. You'll click this file here and read a few pages about the content involving passion. These files load best with Adobe Acrobat Reader. If you download that program, it will allow you to highlight your text. It will also allow you to put in answers and notes directly into your reading, and that's for your own benefit only. As you're reading through the content in your SLS 1101 class, you'll always be given some guiding questions to make sure that you review for each of your corresponding module quizzes. So you have some guiding questions here that you'll want to answer as a result of reading that study activity. Scroll on down and have a look at Module 1, Study Activity 2. This one is the role of the college. You can fast forward through the slides and gather your information from this study activity. Anytime you see one of these circles on the slide, that also corresponds to a quiz question. So you'll be expected to know that information for your module quizzes. Have a look at your second study activity before scrolling down and reading more about creating a semester calendar, which is exactly what the assignment this video focuses on. So watch the video, read through the instructions. Again, you'll notice you have these circles here, and those indicate that you have a corresponding quiz question to those circles. So be sure you're taking good notes and preparing for your quizzes along the way. Once you've completed those three study activities, you are ready for your first assignment, M1A1 semester calendar. If you click the link here, it will redirect you to your assessments folder, which I have on the right-hand side of the screen here. You'll see all of your assessments for Module 1, but don't get overwhelmed. Right now, we're only focusing on the first one, which is Module 1, Assignment 1 semester calendar. On the top of this section, you'll see a calendar that should correspond to the semester that you're currently taking. I'm seeing 3 calendars right now because I'm in the instructor view, but you should only see the calendar that corresponds to the semester you are in. Help to get your semester started on a positive note by creating a semester calendar to keep you on track and help you limit procrastination. So we've got some parts here to complete. Very first thing you want to do is download the blank calendar from this assessment page. So pick your calendar, click it. That's going to be the calendar you're going to populate with the information you gather in parts 2, 3, and 4. So let's have a look. Once you have your calendar downloaded, explore all of your classes and find what's called your schedule of activities for each course. The schedule of activities contains all of your due dates for the semester. So you're going to take all of your due dates for your classes and populate those into your calendar. You'll want to make sure that you label each assignment with the corresponding class. So if you are putting this assignment on your calendar, for example, you're going to write on your calendar SLS1101 M1A1 due. It also sometimes helps to color coordinate these if you'd like to by class, just to make it more easy for you to read and be successful as a result of your efforts. If you don't see a schedule of activities in Blackboard for your class, you'll want to ask your instructor if those due dates can be found elsewhere. Sometimes they're on a My Math Lab website, sometimes they're on the syllabus, sometimes they're on a handout, but the majority of your instructors will have the due dates for the entire semester ready for you at the beginning of the semester. So find out where that is and add all that information to this file. It's usually on your schedule of activities. So let's have a look at this. On the screen in front of us, I have an example schedule of activities for an SLS1101 class. These dates do not correspond to the class that you're taking. This is just used as a model. And on the right-hand side of the screen, I have a blank calendar here for January 2020. So just to give you some insight into what this looks like, it says I've got my 3 study activities, but my first assignment, M1A1, for this semester is due on 1/13, and this was back in 2019, but we'll still use this. So let's find out where that goes. 1/13 would be here. I'm going to put SLS 1101, and this is assignment M1A1, and that would be due on that date. So I've got my first assignment in. If I continue this strategy, I move on to my next assignment, which is M1A2. For this semester, it was due on 1/20, so let's add it here. 1/20, this would be SLS 1101 M1A2. So continue adding these to your calendar for every assignment in your SLS 1101 class. And then if you're taking other classes at the college, you'll want to find those due dates and add those also. Once you've done that, go back to Blackboard to find out what to include for part 2 of the activity. So for this part, you're going to explore the college calendar now and add any important dates and holidays to your calendar. The college academic calendar can be found in the Student Life tab of the college website, or you can click here and it will bring you directly to that academic calendar. So I have that pulled up on a separate tab. Let's have a look. So these are a highlight of the important dates for whatever semester you're currently in. This goes for summer 2019, but it will also correspond to whenever you're taking this class. You're going to want to add any important dates that apply to students. To see the full calendar, you can click here to get a more specific view of the dates that are associated for this part of the assignment. So there's lots of dates to choose from. This is summer 2019. Let's scroll down and have a look at fall 2019. So there's a lot of dates on here that don't necessarily belong on your calendar. For example, new faculty report, that has nothing to do with students, so don't include it. But if you look here, classes begin, add it to your calendar. Last day to drop classes, that applies to students, add it to your calendar. Holidays, add those to your calendar. If you're taking express classes, add that start date to your calendar so you know. Know when you can't have refunds after a certain date. When the last time to withdraw from a class was. When you can register for the next section. All these items that you see that apply to students, add them also to that calendar all the way through when grades are available for that semester. So whenever you're ready for this section, go back to your calendar, find those important dates, and add them now to the blank sections in your calendar for this assignment. And that is the second set of information. So first comes your assignments for all of your classes. Second comes important dates from the college. And now let's have a look at what comes last. The last bit of information you're going to add are IRSC event calendars. So these are events that are going on around the college. You're going to have a look by clicking this following link and picking at least 3 events that would be interesting for you to attend and add those to your calendar as well. So I have this link pulled up here on a separate tab. Let's have a look. These are events happening right now in the summer session. So scroll down and see if anything is of interest to you. And if so, add it to your calendar. You'll need at least 3. Here's a dental assisting information session. Have you ever thought about being a dental assistant? Have a look, add it to your calendar. If you don't see anything, go on to the next week. So now I'm into June. There is respiratory care information session. There's a UCF transfer session. There are LinkedIn workshops. So there's always events going on at the college, and these are routinely added throughout the semester as well. So go through the calendar for the semester you're currently in and find at least 3 events that are interesting to you. Add those to your calendar. populate the dates in, and that was your third set of information. So by this point, your calendar should be looking pretty full with all your due dates, with all the important dates at the college, and with all the events going on at the college, at least 3 of those. Once you finish that, you'll need to go and save your work. You're going to save that calendar file as your last name, your first name, M1A1. It has to be a docx file so your instructor can open your file and grade your work. But before you submit your work, be sure to have a look at the rubric for this assignment to make sure you're not missing any items. I have the rubric pulled up in front of us now, and the column that you're most concerned with is the first column. This is how you earn full points on the assignment. Anything to the right of that column means that you're losing points for something. So if you want to see how students oftentimes lose points, have a look at these 3 columns. But what you want to do is use this column as a checklist to make sure you have all the information that counts towards your grade on this assignment. For example, your course due dates. The first bit of information we put into our schedule is worth 10 points. That's the most. All assignment due dates are included and correct for SLS1101 as well as any other college classes the students are taking where due dates are available. If you have them all, they're all accurate, you're getting full points. If you're missing some or it looks like the dates are made up or not relevant, you're losing points. So make sure you know how to earn full points. Important college dates. All those important dates are included from the IRSC academic calendar for the current semester. So you have them all, you're getting 5 points. And then also the student events. Did you add at least 3 student events from the IRSC calendar? If so, you're getting 5 points. Make sure that you read here that you have the correct file name and the correct information and template. And so long as you have all those checks, you're probably ready to submit your assignment. The way that you submit your assignment, once you've saved it, is you click the assignment name here, which is M1A1 semester calendar. That will bring you to an assignment Dropbox. The Dropbox looks like this. It has the due date for your assignment, the points possible, the directions restated here, and then it has a link where you can browse your computer to upload your file. So you'll click Browse My Computer, you'll upload your calendar file in the correct format, and you'll click Submit, and that will complete your first assignment of the semester, M1A1 semester calendar. I hope this video helps, and good luck on your first assignment.